It was fun. It was fun. I had the hardest of hard locks upon him.
Oh, yeah. I don't see Mono Red ever getting out of that.
What do? You're not going to deal me 80 billion damage?
No. Oh, this is
Dave Duran versus Mike Hamill.
Green Stompy. All right.
3-1. I'm impressed.
This deck is, I wouldn't say it's bad, but by no means is this one of, like, the best decks in the format.
No, and it's another one of, like, it's basically the same principle as Affinity versus Storm earlier.
Yep.
Storm's just going to do whatever it wants. Green's not going to disrupt it. He's going to have to put on a very, 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 very fast clock in order to win this game.
Yep. I think the only way Dave can really lose here is if Mike has some hate in the sideboard, and if Dave just like boards in removal thinking that he needs to.
Yeah, right there with you. And Dave has to stumble. Honestly, that's what it comes down to. Is
Yep.
Dave just has to not do well.
We see a mana creature here, and followed up next turn with rituals into gifts. This should be over.
Hey, Zach, my name is Dom, D-O-M, Tenby, T-E-N-B-Y. It's not Tom Denby, it's Dom Tenby.
This is the last match of the night.
Leatherback Bailoff here, going to basically evolve both of his dudes, even though one of them's a Pellet Collector. Gets in for 2. Hey, now, Rick, we'll try to get you on camera next time you come up and play, bud. I accepted your friend request if that was you, by the way. Gonna play another mana creature here.
Yeah, and now it'll be really easy to go off once he finds rituals.
He has Manamorphose, land, gifts, another mana creature, and then I think a Past in Flames.
Mike passed turn and said, "Am I dead?" Luckily not.
No, Mono Green Stompy did not make it to the finals, so what happened is the 2 4-0s decided to split and leave, so the 2 other guys have to play now.
This should be playing for third, I believe.
Yeah.
That is a little gross.
I mean, it's basically what happens every week.
Not every week,
Most weeks.
but yeah, it happens quite often.
Manamorphose, starting in. Yeah, no kidding, Zach. Mono Green really doesn't make it to 3-1 often.
Let alone potentially 4-1.
I mean, he just ended up getting paired with Storm, which is just, sorry, bud.
Yeah.
I mean, Dave's at 15, and he's going to win. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's all that needs to be said about the matchup.
I did not see the pictures of the casters at the GP.
What happened?
Oh, when the guy left.
Yeah.
That's yeah, that would be an interesting picture if you have like perhaps a link to that.
Well, Mike's just gonna scoop it up there.
Yep, he knows exactly what's happening. If he has Damping Spheres in his board, he knows what to do.
He's got
also has Witchbane Orb, Relic of Progenitus.
Wow, he's got a lot of hate and dismembers.
He could win, but it comes from having it all in the boarded games.
Mike said, "I hope you somehow fit."
Oh, wow!
Look at those faces.
Jeez.
That's great.
All right. So we know what Mike's doing.
Yeah, he's bringing in the 2 Pything... Oh, no, not Pything. What am I even talking about?
2 Damping Spheres, Witchbane Orb, 2 Relics, and I think all 3 of the Dismembers.
Oh, yeah, those are coming in. So Dave, he gets Lightning Bolt, Abrades, Echoing Truth, Blood Moon, Pieces of the Puzzle, blah, 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 blah. We read it all earlier. I want to see him bring in the Lightning Bolt and the Abrades. That's it.
Yeah.
Maybe the Echoing Truths, too. The problem with Dave's removal in this matchup is a lot of Mike's creatures are like 4 and 5 toughness creatures.
Yep.
So his removal isn't at its best. But he definitely does want them to fight the early dudes like the Experiment ones and the Pellet Collectors.
Mike is not packing a lot of trample threats, so I could also see bringing in Empty the Warrens, but I think that's just diluting your deck a little bit too much.
There's an argument for Empty the Warrens, and there's also an argument to be made for Chandra. Just simply because the Chandra minus kills most of the stuff.
Yep.
Having said that, he might not bring them in.
Yeah. Notably, Chandra minus also
Thank you, now,
does
Rick,
not
yeah.
kill Leatherback Bailoff either.
Yeah. I still think it's just Mike can't win.
No, I don't think so. I mean, if Mike goes like turn 1 Relic, turn 2 Damping Sphere, turn 3 play a threat.
And Dave's on a mull to 5.
Yeah.
So we're bringing in Blood Moons, right?
Oh, yeah, this is the matchup for
This
it.
is the matchup for the Blood Moons.
You
heard
turn
it
off
here
all.
first.
You turn off all his treetop villages.
Yeah.
Might even have a Mutavault or 2 to turn off.
Ooh.
Get him.
Get him. Ooh. Get him. Ooh.
This is gonna be a quick one. Whatever happens here, it's gonna be over quick.
Good.
Yeah.
After this game, guys, we're going to see if we have another matchup, if this game is, in fact, the other last one. No, you know what? No, we won't.
No, we won't.
No, we won't. We're just going to put on more standard games.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
This is the last round.
Oh, yeah, this is the last round.
I'm packing up. I'm not.
Yeah, no, never mind. Yeah, we're
Never mind. We're getting straight out.
Yeah, no, just go watch them on YouTube. If somebody
Yeah, what the
has
heck? You guys have computers too.
I was going to say, you're watching on from us from something. If someone has the link, either AJ or Dan, to all the YouTube videos from this week, that might be a good thing to post in the chat.
Leads on Forest. We got Pelt Collector getting in there. Holding. I see Dismember. I see a Damping Sphere. He's got sideboard cards.
Serum Visions, just getting things set up. He's got the sideboard cards. It just depends on if Dave has enough to fight through it. Turn 3 from Mike here, we're really going to need to see something like a Steel Leaf Champion. Really apply the pressure.
I could see something like Avatar of the Resolute and then hold up the Dismember that he has.
Okay.
That would also be pretty solid.
Yeah, I can get behind that. I just, the more time you give Dave, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. And now Dave here, not casting anything, it has to be a 3-drop, I think. Leatherback.
Bailoff getting remanded.
Gonna get in for 1 again. Good, honest beats.
Yeah, Dave is real happy to be here. I mean, Mike does have a Damping Sphere, but Mike's clock is 1. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Thank you, Dan.
And thanks, AJ, for putting the entire channel in chat.
Yeah. You know what? Shout out to AJ and Dan for doing all the behind-the-scenes stuff.
Ooh, just gonna grape shot Pelt Collector. Doesn't care.
No fear. He shouldn't have fear either.
Ooh, that's a Strangle Root Geist he's got now, so he'll be able to start really putting on pressure come next turn. Gonna be able to swing in for, that'll be 6 next turn.
Yep. Dave just missing lands, I think.
Mike, I think, is thinking...
No, he has the lands.
Mike is
Never
now
mind.
debating, does he want to play Strangle Root Geist and hold up Dismember? Seems strong here, because that's one of the ways you lose, is that Dave does something like play a mana creature,
Win.
Echoing Truth, Damping Sphere, go off.
Right. Which he did just draw the Baral.
Yep, we're going to start there. Sleight of hand,
Yep.
1 to pay for the Damping Sphere.
In response, going to hit him with the Dismember. I agree with that. Do it now before Dave has a chance to find something, you know what I mean?
Yeah, anything was bad here. You want to make sure you get that out of the way.
So what's he find here? I see an op, maybe?
Yeah, I'm fairly certain that was an opt.
Opt, and I think maybe Manamorphose, which is what he took.
Yeah. Seems about right. Play a Forest off the top.
Oh no, it was an Echoing Truths.
Oh, jeez. Leatherback Bailoff. Get in for 2.
Yeah, I think Dave's fine here.
If Dave doesn't go off here, he might actually die.
I was going to say, he's got an Aspect, right?
Yep, and he's got another Leatherback Bailoff in hand.
Okay.
So he's swinging for 6, 8, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 exactly.
Ooh.
If he goes for it.
Strangleroot?
Strangleroot Geist, and now he can play it through his own Damping Sphere, and that should be it.
I was going to say, this is even more damage, yeah.
Yep. What are we seeing? Echoing Truth.
Oh!
Yeah, I don't think you want to go for this one now. Has to pay 1 for his own Damping Sphere. Cast Strangleroot Geist this turn.
Yeah.
But that is
1, 2, 3, 4. That's a 7 mana, 7 damage burn spell, basically.
Yeah, he's hitting him for 11 now.
Let's see what Dave wants to do. He says, all right.
Yeah, all right. I'll take 11. Go to 3. Geist's back in hand.
Dave not going to be able to go off here, I don't think.
No.
Damping Sphere going to carry Mike to victory here.
Oh yeah, and I think that's exactly what he needs. He needs to have enough pressure by the time Dave has his answer.
Right, and that's exactly what we saw here. He was forced to use his answer on the creature. Yeah, right? Awesome, Fish. Come on, Mono Green. Bring her home. You know what? Dave's a buddy of mine, but I want to see Storm lose.
Yep, I think Mono Green has got the chance here.
Come on. Bring her home, baby. The underdog story.
Looking at his board, I don't see it. I don't see Mike bringing in anything else.
Nah,
Dave,
he's just going back.
Not messing around. Yep.
No, this is for third. First and second split.
Like babies.
Yeah. Baby back bitches. I don't even know who won.
Bitch. That's who.
Yeah, bitch. Baby back and bitch. Yeah.
Yeah. You got to aggressive mull to the sphere. I don't think you have to aggressive mull to it. You have some other disruption that can slow him down, but
you do aggressive mull to something.
Yeah, you have to have a piece of disruption.
A relic. A dismember is not good enough.
I think you might want to. You might actually just need 2. Just you boarded in 7 cards. I'm pretty sure.
Right.
If you have 2 different pieces of disruption.
Right. If you have like a relic and a dismember, the rest of your hand doesn't really matter as long as you have 1 to 2 lands.
Yep.
Or as you saw, Damping Sphere and Dismember that game, that was enough to carry it.
Aspect of the Hydra also changes the clock significantly, enough to make it so that way Dave, who was sitting at a pretty cushy life total, was instantly dead next turn.
Yeah, there's not many ways that you can output more damage for 1 mana.
No.
I don't think there is one. What's the worst deck that makes your opponent hate to play Magic?
Absolutely Lantern Control.
Yeah, KCI is not bad because KCI wins quick. You know what I mean? Like their combo takes a minute, but the combo happens quickly, right?
Yeah, once they assemble it, it's all right. Now I go through it and I do.
Okay, I'm dead. We can move on. Lantern is like the most miserable fucking deck to play against.
Yeah, they assemble their combo, and then the way they win is every turn they slowly sit there and let you deck first.
Yeah. There is one deck I saw by a YouTuber that's worse. It's a mono green elves deck that plays 4 ensnaring bridges in the main board because your only way to win is Throne of the God Pharaoh and you tap all your dudes to make mana.
That sounds absolutely awful.
Yeah, and he was like, well, you know what's really good right now? Humans. So you know what beats humans? Ensnaring Bridge. Like, wait, how do we win? Throne of the God Pharaoh with mana dorks.
That sounds terrible.
You know what? He 5-0'd the league hard because 3 of the people he played were humans, and he played against 2 other random creature decks that just got absolutely hosed by Ensnaring Bridge.
Yeah, and you can do stuff like turn 1 mana dork, turn 2 Ensnaring Bridge.
Yeah.
Turn
I love
3,
playing stupid-ass decks like that.
Turn 3, dump my hand, play Throne of the God Pharaoh at the end of it.
And say
End
go.
Step.
Yeah.
End step. Deal 5 to you. All right, we're done.
It is nice when humans frowns. That's another one that nobody wants to play against is humans.
I think humans is starting to hit that stride that Grixis Death Shadow did maybe a little bit over a year ago, where it's still exactly the same deck it used to be. And the format is pretty similar, but suddenly the deck is seeing less good results. And it comes partially from people knowing how to play around it, and partially from the metagame shifting to, accept that this is what needs to be beaten.
Yeah, for sure. humans nowhere near as good as it used to. I think people just figured out remove the pieces of hate.
Yep.
Now, Rick, it is for sure, and I think Dan is asking about the Throne deck, right, Dan? And if so, no, you have to win with Throne.
Yeah, I mean, you could, but that's no fun.
Yeah, why wouldn't, as to quote him, he's like, have you ever wanted to queef on your opponent? Because this is how you queef on an opponent.
All right.
And he's like, I know it sounds awful, but you'll see.
Yeah, it will make sense in due time. Starts with Damping Sphere, remands it. Yeah. I like how he just held on to it. He's like, I know this is probably coming back.
Yeah, he's like, this can't resolve.
There's no way you're letting this happen.
Serum Visions. Does the Storm deck even play Leak at all? I don't think so.
I'm sure there was a time, but I don't think so anymore. The deck is too sleek now.
Yeah, I think Remand's just probably the only counterspell.
Yeah, the only other thing you play that's even close is...
Ooh, he found the Echoing Truths. So you know what we're going to see here is Dave's going to play his land, play this Baral out. Mike, if he doesn't have the Dismember exactly this turn, is just going to lose because he's going to go for this Damping Sphere again, and then Dave's going to Echoing Truths it and probably storm off.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what we're seeing.
If he had the Dismember, I'm sure he just fires it off there, right?
I think you have to. You have to fire it off before your Damping Sphere.
The question is, does Dave have enough to go off? He's got Bolt, Echoing Truths, Grape Shot, Past in Flames, Manamorphose.
That might not be enough.
Well, he's going for it. He thinks he does. Because
yeah.
if he doesn't think he has it, he's not Echoing Truthing, right?
Not yet, no. Busts him out. Get those tokens out here. Time to go.
Yep. You know what? I think he does have enough to go out here with the Past in Flames.
It's close. This is at least like there's like a pretty reasonable fail rate here. I think he's likely going to get there, but
Dave's also one of the most competent pilots of this deck that I know because it's one of the only decks he plays. And he's really one of the better players that comes around here. So I'm going to leave it to him. If he thinks he's going to win, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm going to say he's like a 98%. Yeah, now, Rick, I hate playing Storm too. Yeah, and, you know, they had the Game 2 win, but I just don't think there's any way at this point. The dream dies here.
Yeah.
Storm just too good. Dave really figuring out what he wants to do. I think that, I was going to say, I think he just Past in Flames and then Manamorphose and Ritual and go from there. You have a bunch of cantrips in your yard. You have a remand for the Grape Shot you already have. So you just have to get to 10 Storm. Yeah, Dave, why are you still on camera, you idiot? You have to catch a flight.
Yeah, don't forget about your flight, Dave.
Really cutting it close here, trying to combo off.
Wants to make sure he does it right, but I mean, the pilot's not going to wait for that.
Yeah. Draws another Echoing Truths.
Mike playing this one out. He knows it's not quite over yet. It likely is, but I'm glad he's sitting here because this is probably the riskiest I've seen Dave go off. Like the closest he's cut.
Bolt. I think he's got it because of the remand.
I think he's short mana. I don't see enough mana here to Grape Shot, remand your own Grape Shot, and then cast it again.
He does have enough because of the Brawl.
Oh, you're right. Storm copies, 8 hit him.
Yep.
Took 3 already, down to 9. And
Storm
then this one's going to be for 10.
Yep. Well, you can also cast an Opt first, too, so...
Yeah. Now he's really got it.
Boo, Storm. I want to see him cast the op too. Get the style points. Pain for 1.
Nope.
Nope, just do it. Game over. There we go. And there's the handshake, guys. Well, there you have it. Storm going to pick it up twice on camera tonight. Best deck. Oh, my God. Storm. Oh, cool guy.
Boo.
Boo. Boo, Storm. All right. Good night of Modern, man.
Yep. It was a good showing.
One last thing, guys. Thank you for joining us so much. I've been Tom Denby, and I will continue to be Tom Denby.
I've been Jacob Havard. I don't know how long that will last.
Well, you'll be fine. Stay tuned for the podcast, guys. That'll be coming soon. We'll see you next week.
See ya.
Hey, do we know